I was earning money from American publishers, and I bought an old battered Ford car. Mayakovsky had a Renault, and we raced around Moscow at 40 miles an hour with our windows down, shouting, singing, and mooning. He had a nice arse. My arse was way too fat. He got his car impounded for moral turpitude. Mayakovsky, that is not his car. His car was innocent. Is this car, with death in the driver's seat, completely innocent? No fat on his backside. In 1927, Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks of Universal Pictures, Charlie Chaplin's company, saw Potemkin and invited me to come to Hollywood to make a film. Hooray, hooray, hooray! I met them all. All those Hollywood guys, they all came to Moscow, would you believe it? Joseph Schenk lost in Russia, but he looked like a Russian smoothie. All Jews look lost in Russia, but there is never a better home for them. He fast-smoked big cigars. He was a caricature. It was to make sure no one took him seriously, so he could take everyone else seriously when they weren't looking. I am a caricature. I don't smoke fast, but I can talk fast, don't you think? Joseph Schenk came with a Hollywood contract in his pocket, which was soon in my pocket. And then my pockets were filled with Hollywood happiness. Felicidad hollywoodense. To get to Hollywood, you must first pass through Europe, and then you have to pass through America, because Hollywood is a separate country all on its very own. So like bug-eyed cultural tourists, we went through Europe, looking, seeing, shaking hands. Although it was more like shaking hands than looking. I had ice in my hands, and they never stopped shaking. We met George Grove, and Man Ray, and Dos Passos. Oh, Kathy Kolbitz. She had at least half a way of social conscience, though her droopy face and sagged breast were overplayed as a sort of trademark. And like Le Corbusier, who said I reminded him of Donatello. All architects love cinema. We met Leger and Cocteau. And Marinetti, who was a fool. Terrible poetry, worse painting. Oh, we met James Joyce, who sat through Battleship Potemkin in his dark blind glasses. I imagine he did not see a thing. We met Abel Gance and Buñuel and Al Jolson, the black-top singing son of a Russian rabbi. This one? Yeah. We saw Dali's Le Chien d'Andalou and Dreyer's Joan of Arc. I went to Holland, where a crowd of reporters met me at Rotterdam airport. They were all very excited. They had come expecting to meet Einstein. Ich hab von Sternberg in Babelsberg getroffen. And he was shooting The Blue Angel with Marlene Dietrich. Sie war ziemlich blöd und dumm. We were all the time being watched and followed by two Russian agents. One looked like Fatty Arbuckle, and the other one looked like Buster Keaton. One was rosy and laughing and always fingering his backside. The other solemn and sad, as though he had wet his trousers. Dorothy Gish and her sister wanted me to make a film, but sentimental melodrama is not my hat. Too much gushing and gishing, no irony. I sent them to Budovkin. He is good at tears and way. He said if I was no good at treating American ladies well, I was nothing. What are you, he said. I replied, I am a scientific dilettante with the encyclopedic interests. Soy un científico dilettante con intereses enciclopédicos.